Good afternoon, lovelies. I forgot to start my macro program, so I was pressing the buttons and nothing was happening. So I guess we're not using that today. I haven't really set anything else up on it anyway. We're going to play a bit of Grey Hack. A little bit, not a lot. Just a little. I did clean up a little bit of what we did last time, offline. What did I do? I can't remember. Not much. It hasn't changed a lot. Let me have a look. It's this one, right? I got rid of the exploitation stuff and some weirdness I had in there. Basically just scans and caches now. Yeah. So I just deleted a bunch of stuff, more or less. But we will be adding to it. Oh, I need to add like output to it. It doesn't really... apart from the stuff that... Where is it gone? The like scan function. Print stuff to standard output, annoyingly. I wish it didn't. But apart from that, it doesn't actually say anything. Well, unless something goes wrong right here. Well, this isn't necessarily wrong. It can mean just that the port is closed. Yeah, we need to add some output, but I'm not going to do that today. I thought today... the editor. We're going to do a new file. It will be part of the other program, but we're just going to work on it separately today. I'm going to try wrapping the computer object so that we can use it kind of like a shell. We're going to call it handle computer, and it's just going to take a computer object. This is why we're just going to do it in another file for now. So we don't actually need to like poke any other machines or anything. We can just test this with our own computer. How do I do that? How do I get the computer object? I think it's like this. So we'll just grab our own. So I want to be able to do stuff that you can do in the terminal, kind of, with this computer object, because that's way more useful when it comes to completing the missions and stuff. So like I want to be able to do ls, list files, maybe like use cat would be useful. And we can do that. We can make that happen. So what do we need? We need a loop. I think it's like, yeah, we're going to need an infinite loop, I think. Where we just get input from the user. We can do like this. It takes a string message. Oh, that's going to be like the prompt. We'll just going to do this, I think, is the prompt. We can, later on, we can try to make it look like this, you know, with the username and the like name of the machine, but I can't be bothered to do it here just yet. So we just grab input in a loop there. Probably want to split it. God, again, I never know what to call this. What the hell do we call this when we're splitting? We're going to split by space because we want to look up like the first word and see if it's a command that we've implemented or not. What do we call this? Okay, let's just call it words. I don't like this. Split. Hey, Silan, thanks for the lurk. I will hydrate. Hope you're doing well, Stinky Doctor. Yeah, we'll just split on space, I think, and then you know what? This whole thing should probably live on an object, maybe, or I'm gonna have to use a lot of globals, and that's not nice. How do I? What the hell do I even call this? We'll just call it... Actually, this is hard. Naming stuff is hard. I'm just going to call it computer wrapper. Oh, I really want to use camel case, but that's not how we do it. For now, okay, let's just call it wrapper for now. Honestly, I don't care. And then we can put this on there instead. What else needs to go in here? In here needs to be like a dictionary. Sorry, they call them maps, I think. It's going to be like commands. It's going to be like that. Hey, Jed, how you doing? Yeah, and we'll just stick functions in here. Yeah, passwords from computer. Yeah. That's we're not doing that today. Well, I mean that'll be part of it maybe. Yeah, naming stuff is hard, right? We're writing a wrapper for the computer object to make it work more like a shell. But not for too long because my arm's killing me. I need to eat and I need to get a couple things done this evening. So don't let me go long. And then we'll be able to... Right, what does it say when you do something wrong? Okay. So we'll be able to say something like... Is self a thing? Self is a thing, right? Yeah. Self dot... Wait. How do you use has indexes or has index? I've forgotten how this works. Did I already do it in the other script? Oh, we can just call has index. Okay, how's a thing? What time do you want to wrap up and I'll start pestering you? I'm not sure. It may, probably not longer than 2 hours. If self.nouns.has index. If not, I guess. Oh, we need to do some like error checking here as well in a second. Before we let the script blow up doing this. Then I don't know why I always do the end if first. It just causes me issues. I'm gonna print. Does it say? It says command with a colon. Okay. Dang, you outsmarted me. Huh? Did I? I sincerely doubt that. Like that. But yeah, we want to do a len check here. I was hoping you say something like 6 PM. I just assumed that we have time zone differences going on. I'm not sure, but I think we do. So yeah, we need to if words.when I think we just need to check if it's 0, right? And if it is, we just loop again. I think that's fine. Otherwise, is there like an explode function? Or are we going to have to pass like all the arguments as a list? Or like a spread thing. As an East Coast US viewer, I would have said, oh good, only 7 hours to go. Yeah, I definitely don't have that in me today. Damn. Ah, is there really no explode or spread or ... like syntax I can use to explode a list? It's not the end of the world, but doesn't look like it's a thing. Maybe if I look at the actual list entry here. I click list, it takes me to the string entry. And that's because I've got the window sized like this. No, it doesn't look like so. We'll just have to pass it as a list. I mean, I guess that's fine. If we just pull the command name off here, we don't have to do any like slicing. And then we would just... You can adjust the UI scale. I think I did see that, yeah. makes the font smaller. For the sake of streaming it, it might be better not to like decrease the font size. Don't know. I don't know how easy or not it is to see as it is. But maybe I'll play around with that. Because it might be nice. It does feel like we don't have a lot. And then we can just... Wait, does this actually take... Didn't it just tell me that... Oh, no. It was telling me that strings are immutable. I'm getting confused. Because I clicked list and started reading the string entry, I was like... It was telling me about them being immutable. And, yeah, that's true for strings, not for lists. Oh, okay. So this should actually remove it, or is it going to return the new list? I guess we'll find out. We'll find out. And then we would just. Are these going to have like return values? These functions? I don't know. And then we'll pass in the rest like that. It's so right now we have this this words array minus the command that the user's trying to run. Say yes, and I'm going to be passing it to a bunch of functions we're about to implement. Well, we might only, but we'll see how many we get done. And we have words as a list here. I was wondering if there is a way to take that list and pass it as a bunch of parameters rather than one list, you know? If that makes any sense, like the individual elements rather than the list data structure. But it doesn't really matter. We can just do this. This will work fine. Hey, Jesper, good afternoon. How's it going? You want to pass the list of parameters as a list of arguments, not as a single list. Yeah, right. There's usually, like, in Go, if I have a... Well, they call it a slice. They kind of do here as well, like... I can pass it like... And it will kind of explode it out into its elements. Yeah, I don't think it's a thing, Jed. Does it? Like, it'll be okay without. Not bound here affected by the madness this weekend. I think we did have stuff going on in my city, but not close to me. We had a bunch of like power cuts around here, though. I don't know if it's all related, but I mean, I would hope not. But it was strange. The like emergency hospital here had to shut down, which is not cool. I think everything's good now though. Again. So what's an easy one to start with? I reckon we start with cat, right? Because hopefully that'll be easy. So we want to do wrapper dot. Commands is going to be... Oh, yeah. This is actually going to be a list, isn't it? Wait. No, no, no. This is fine. It will be an object. We'll just pass in arcs like that. Did it get crazy near you? Forgot to call you a nerd. Nerd. I am a nerd. Yeah. Full nerd. I changed my mind like 5 times about what I was going to play. Because I'm like not really feeling it today. I was going to play. What's it called? Traveler's Rest, which is like a tavern keeper game, or Disney Dreamlight Valley. I considered briefly. I've still got Dredge that I want to play through at some point, but then I was just like, I really want to just do this. Not in my city at all, but the surrounding ones has some major trouble. Oh god. Yeah, it's all gone a bit insane. Okay. You know what we want here? Do we want to pass? We don't need to pass this computer object every time, do we? We can stick it on this wrapper object. Oh, wait, hang on. We don't want to hard code our own computer in there. I can't think about this at the moment. Let's just leave it like this for now. And I'll fix it up later. This is like details, you know. I'll figure it out. My brain just stalled on that one. We'll just do it this way. I mean, saying that, this isn't even going to use that object unless we. I don't know how to like initialize this with the right computer object. I mean, we can just give it a set computer method, right? For now. Set computer like that. Oops, that's not the syntax, is it? South. Something like that. Hey, Empty, how you doing? Okay, that might not stay like that, but it'll be something like that. I don't know if there's a way where we can like pass stuff in when we use the new keyword in GrayScript. There might be. But this will do for now. And then, yeah, we don't need this here. This way, yeah, we won't have to juggle this. Call him a nerd, he loves that. I don't mind. We're going to call this, let's just save this wrapper for now. Is this fine? I think this works. Yeah, okay. does LS in this actually take arguments? Or can it? I think they let you do like LA, don't they? Is there a dash of help? Oh god. Do we... I mean, we might not do all of this today. Doesn't need to be... Oh, no. What? We're not doing LS. We're doing cat, aren't we? And cat only has file as an argument. Okay, well, that's simple. So we need to get the... We need to check... the args is not empty for starters, right? You did hit cat. We're implementing cat, but not the cool kind. What do we want to do if args is 0? I'm just going to add like an error message for now, but it might... What does happen if you run cat on its own? It just gives you the usage. Okay, we can do that. And it's all in bold. We can do that too. I think this works. I'm not sure. But maybe. Ah! Yes, args.len. It's taking everything in my power not to write like len args. Usage cat file. And then we'll just return. There's a new little cat sniffing around for food. It would be bad manners not to steal it and make it... We did have one that would visit us a lot, because the people that lived here before used to feed him. I think his name's Prince. He lives like a few roads down, I think. I don't know. I think he's given up coming round because he can't come in because our cats are assholes. But he's very cute. Orange cat. Okay, now we want to get the file object, right? File equals, we can use computer object we had. And this should only ever be like the first argument, right? In fact, there shouldn't be any more arguments. What happens if you... I mean, actually... cat on the real cat will take multiple files, but this one I think doesn't. What happens if I do this? Yeah, it just complains. So actually we can change this to say len does not equal 1. I mean, cat, they've used cat as like a way to just dump files. Cat is short for, I think, concatenate, because you can cat 2 files like with the real cat command, and it will output them both like one after another. This one looks suspiciously like our little girl Rosie, who we took in after her mum gave birth under next door's rabbit hunches and scarpered. Oh my. Yeah, we ended up with a bunch of cats because of taking in a pregnant mum cat. And they weren't supposed to stay. They were going to get rehomed, but then too much time passed and the bonding happened. Yeah, ended up with a bunch of cats. We actually lost Tilly last week, though. Just sad. That was the mummy. Rosie's a very sweet name for a cat. So this should give us the file. If it doesn't, I guess. Yeah, it was not a great day. So what happens if we? What does it say if we try to catch something that's not there? Oh, is there a file that I can catch that I don't have permission for? Get to make one, aren't I? Oh, so like the default permissions are all messed up, so that doesn't help. For now, we'll just say like we can't find it or read it. If this is null here, if and I'll dig into this another time. Not found or readable. We want to put the file name in there. We have 3. I'm all for making it 4. Besides, it's black and white. It suits the current cat color theme. Yeah, they're all void kitties here. Gizbob has like a little bit of white right here. We call it his bib. Yeah, we'll just turn again. I mean, we could also exit. Wait. No, we don't want to exit. This is a wrap. This is like a rappel kind of deal, so we're never exiting. Yeah, returning's fine. So at this point, if we get here, we should have the file. We can just print the content of it. Does that ever return an error? Is that where we might get like a mission error? No. Seems weird. But okay. So we can just print it out. That looks good. Give it a save. We're calling this wrapper. We are going to put this into like the other script. It's just I don't want to look at that other shit right now. Let's test it, and nothing happens because we didn't actually call this function here in the test. That's fine. Oh, we need to do this. We need to. Okay, let's set this up so we can actually test it. And we need to call it. Oh my god, it's so annoying having to declare the stuff first. What's it called? Wrapper handle.computer handle. Okay. Just a test. So let's try something that isn't there. Key not found. Computer not found in map. What? Self.computer file. Can we not use self like this? Is it because it's self here is like this commands object? That might be why. Where is computer defined? It is... It's outside of wrapper. It is, but then we put it here. See, we call this wrapper.set computer, which sticks it in wrapper. Or am I crazy? But I think the issue might be actually, I don't know what the issue is. It might be this these live in this like commands object. These functions we're defining. And so I think that self is maybe referring to commands. I think it's referring to commands here and not wrapper. Yeah, we should probably print it. Maybe we might have to make this a class or something. Usually the what? How has it changed? Oh, because I didn't do cat. Yeah, it's referring to the commands object. We can... this is kind of annoying. I mean, it makes sense. Is there like a parent thing? Or do I have to turn this into like a class? I wouldn't know what that looks like. Can I search this with like white space on it so it doesn't give me yourself? No. Super. Yeah, the issue is this self is referring to the commands object and not the wrapper object, and the computer object is on the wrapper object. Like everything else is okay, I think. Is there like a parent? I could. Yeah, we could do that. Although, there must be a way to do this without like working around it. Why did it censor that out? I can't imagine it was anything bad. Oh. Globals? No, this is... We could make a class, but I don't... Yeah, the way to do this without like working around it is to turn this into a class. I'm just not sure what that's going to look like. Then cat becomes a new command. The handler of that object does the work. There are so many ways to do it. There are so many. Hold on. Yeah, I'm having too many ideas though. I don't know what's going to be like the most straightforward way. It's a little bit annoying that self works like this. It won't just give me wrapper. Is parent even a keyword? Because honestly, if I could just go up one, everything would be fine. Huh. It thinks it is. What is this? Never seen it anywhere, but it's getting it's because of this. Okay. The syntax highlighting is a bit weird in this, right? This is what it is. Yeah, that's not helpful. I do it right here. You know what I could do? I could have... Okay, we could write a method directly on wrapper that adds these commands, right? Like these command functions. That work? No, I don't think it will work. Self would still be... Can we pass in self here? No, it won't work. Struggling. I don't know how I want to do this. Get rid of this now. I don't know if this will work or not. Let's just test it. If we do like wrapper new command and it takes a function as an argument, will this work? And then we can do something like Oh, we need name as well. Name equals and I'm getting this syntax wrong every time. Equals. So what will self be here? If I try to pass in self here, will it just? I think it would just blow up, mostly. I think that's what will happen. I don't think this is going to work. Also, okay, so let's just call this cat. If we try to add it, what I'm just want to see what happens. If we even have first-class functions, I don't know. I mean, we must do, right? This is how you define them. Yeah. Can we pass them? I just assume that we can. And what happens if we do this? I think it just blows up. This is new. Type variable attempted to look up len. 33. Where did I break? What? Where's args here? Args is null, so why don't Pram just get past it? It calls it, but it calls it without the arguments. Why is that? I don't think this will work anyway, but honestly, it definitely won't work. Let's just undo all of that. Must be a slow news day. BBC just published an article about an OAP who paid $2.20 for a cup of tea, then wrote a letter to them saying it was too expensive. Yeah, that is a slow news day. I mean, I haven't bought a cup of tea anywhere in so many years. I wouldn't even know if that is expensive or not. It would probably be cheap if it was a coffee. I went to Costa Coffee once in my life and it was a rip-off. How did that code run at all when we had parent in there? Just for no reason. It didn't give a single fuck. You know what? we're just going to stick this in the commands object for now, so that I just don't have. I mean, we could try to be very smart and fancy and do it any number of like other ways, but honestly, why? It does mean we'll have this, like, command to this computer. We could make it like an underscore. Yeah, let's do that. Like, last time we got a cup of tea on the train, it was about £3. I haven't been on a train in forever either. I used to do a lot of trains, but I mean they're absolutely extortionate now. Anyway, okay, so we would do. That should be okay. Like at this point, I'm wondering why we have this wrapper object at all now, but. Okay, so we can't a file that doesn't exist. It does both command not found and file not found or unreachable. Why is it doing both of this? Oh, well, this is wrong. That's why. This should be command. We should also return here. In the Highlands, the buses are crazy prices. It's £20 to travel about 12 miles. Jesus Christ. Let's try this again. Again. Can't. Okay. Well, that's the wrong... No, that's the right. That's the right error message. Cool. Okay, so you cat a file that doesn't exist. You get file not found or unreadable. That's fine. Cat on its own gives you the usage. Cat with more than one param should also do the same. Which it does. Hey, Annie, I'm alright. How you doing? That's what we wanted to happen. And now, well, I mean, it breaks there, but that's fine. We'll figure that out in a minute. What if we actually use it for its intended purposes? Usage. Intended purpose. Oh my god, my brain. So we can't file that is there, but we can read. Okay, it does the thing. Brilliant. Now why does it break when we just hit return? That shouldn't happen. Line 20. Oh. I think that's probably why. We might as well clean up the little errors while we're here. Command not found. No, that shouldn't do that. So what is command here? When I just hit enter, what is actually in here? Because it should not be anything. Is it just an empty string? If it is, we're not actually going to be able to tell. So we'll also print the length of it. And if we get a 1 there, it's probably an empty string. Well, okay, let's also print the type of. All this just to figure out what kind of check to do to ignore this. Okay, it's an empty string. So we want to do if then we just continue. Okay, that should fix that. You played any more Crusader Kings, Annie? Have you eaten any more popes? So it should just... Okay, there we go. Oh, that shouldn't return. I'm done. We're not returning here. We continue. Yeah, we can get rid of this bullshit. I have not, but I might right now. Got overwhelmed with all the cheating I did and all the land I have. Yeah, you did get a bit carried away with the cheating, didn't you? Strings confuse you? What confuses you about strings? Yeah, that should be fine now. Okay, we have a cat command from a computer object. Cool. I'm not sure how we're gonna fit this into our other script yet, but okay. So what next? E. Good day, Unique. E to you too. All of it? I don't understand their purpose. Yeah, strings are just text. Right. What next? What will be an easy one to do? Okay, let's look in the bin directory. What do we actually have that we might want to Touch would be an easy one because it literally exists on the computer object. Yeah, so let's do that one. We might end up writing some of these, like, I've got a feeling we're going to be doing a lot of these same kind of error checking. Usually strings are immutable in most languages, so it's giving you a new string and not changing the original. Depending on what you mean by substring. Hey, Velvet, how's it going? Long time no see. Yeah, we're doing the same kind of thing. Okay, well, what does... Will touch complain if we give it... Okay, it'll do this. It works the same as cat, basically. It's going to complain. I know, right? Can't stay. We wanted to say hi. Also, let's meet up soon. I haven't seen you in so many years. It's true. A lot of years. No, but yeah, thanks for stopping by and saying hi. I'll see you around. And we should. So yeah, we need the same checks here. Annoyingly, we might end up taking this out to a function because I think a lot of... Well, actually, it's not really worth it, is it? The requirements for each command are going to be different, so... but this one happens to be the same. Path new file. Okay, I mean, let's just copy the not great grammar as well. Sure, that's probably fine. And we can just call the computer object has touch, right? Doesn't it? But what does it return? I think it might be just like true, false. I want to see it fail. What happens if we try to create a file here and we can't? So it's probably always going to be a permission error, so we'll just, if this is false, we're just gonna do that. Created. My homework asks me questions like, tell us if any of the letters are A, E, I, O, U. And then they lose me. Oh. Yeah, we just want to check if not created, then we'll just print this thing. It's probably a permission error. I don't... Like, there might be other errors, but this is the only one I ever see. We need to do anything else here? That's it, right? I think that's it. The useful ones will be... Oh god. SCP? We don't have SCP. What's it called? What, have I got that wrong? What? Do I just not have SCP on my computer? But like the upload download one. We must just not have it locally. Like, it exists on my multiplayer where I have server. In most languages you can loop through the letters in a string. Yeah. Well, we don't have it here, but it will be useful to have. You could also just call it... no, SCP works. Yeah, let's write an SCP function. For uploading and downloading files. So this is going to look like SCP. So this is for upload. And then you would give it a path to local file. And the same for download. Oh, hang on. You know what we should probably do first? Like PWD. Can you just do that from a computer object? Just get like the current working directory. Can't. Well, that's fine. We just don't use relative paths. That's not a problem, I don't think. So this has to have at least... args has to be at least 2, a length of 2, right? I really want to find the SCP command because I kind of can't remember how it works. Oh, SCP is a thing. It's right here. I just got this game. Definitely very cool with how much freedom it gives you, right? You can just do whatever you want. Some things are I wish were a bit different. It would, although I guess it would wreak too much havoc. I would like if the API let you do stuff with the bank, but you kind of have to do that manually. I think you can automate stuff to do with cryptocurrencies though. Would you recommend it to beginners? I don't know, Annie. How does this look to you? Like, you don't have to do a bunch of this stuff, but it's way more fun if you do. Everyone only has like 5 in their bank accounts. Yeah. Have you been playing single or multi? So it's going to have 1, 2... yeah, okay. If args at land does not equal 3, then we print the usage. From one of my Wi-Fi networks, it was a hospital. The administrator there is dirt poor considering his job. It is a very cool game though. I can't find any others like it. The rest, well, I like at least, yeah. The rest of like the hacking sims are very Hollywood, you know. Just let me write horrible code, you know. It's just what I want to do. Usage. How do I? I'm not sure how I indicate that I want to be able to do -U or -D in a. I mean, we could do both. I'm just well. I'll know what I mean. I'll know what I mean. File source. Honestly, these usage instructions are for me, so it just doesn't matter. They don't make a lot of sense to other people. I know what I mean. I could, yeah, I could, but it's going to be so similar. Don't know. We could do that. But we have touch, we have cat. Oh, we also need to check. God, it does. You're right. Yeah, it does. Why does it? I hate that it does. Wait, yeah, we did. It's because it just doesn't in real life. Hang on. It does, definitely, yeah. Yeah. Oh, it's annoying. We can... Okay, we can get the... Yeah, my command won't, but yeah, the computer.touch does. Yeah, we're going to rip the file name off the end. We can use... It's pop, right? I think pop does it. That's off the end. Pull this off the beginning. Yeah. Oh shit, yeah. It's because we haven't split it. We need to... We need to split it by... like this, I think? Oh my god, we're going to want to put this into a... Let's just call this split for now. We're going to want to do this. Split.pop. This might break it. think this is going to break it. This won't work how I want it to work. Split.join, because it's gonna, the like beginning's gonna be messed up, I'm pretty sure. Something like that, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be messed up. Let's do this here. Just so I can see what it actually does to it. Why is this suddenly not working? Oh, it's because I forgot the underscore. I mean, it should have printed something out, shouldn't it? But it did not. Does it run this at all? It does. Oh, I keep wanting to press up, but that's not going to work, yeah. Oh, see, it didn't make it. What? This is weird. Where is it? Where's it breaking? How is it not reaching this line here? That makes no sense. Unless this is empty. Here come the print statements. My favorite thing. Let's make a mess. Oh, it's because, okay, I said that we can't do relative file names, didn't I? Because there's not really an easy way to get the current working directory. So this is what's going on here, yeah. So probably we need to handle that case. We can just check to see if there is a slash in there or not. So, okay. What if we actually use this properly? On the computer object? Is that there? Okay, it doesn't actually butcher it. There is, but I'm not sure about we're working with a computer object, remember? No. Yeah, exactly. See, that's what I mean. Normally, you'd be able to use relative. If we could figure out where we are, yeah. We could kind of emulate it a bit. I don't think it respects the // file can get folders. Yeah, it's okay. We can just use full paths. It's not the end of the world. If I can figure it out down the line, then we'll end it in. So that looks fine to me. It puts it back together like it should. Did it actually make it? Well, we can test inside with the... And if that didn't exist, it would have complained, right? Yeah, so it does make it. Okay. Cool. I used file to get a list of every file in the system with exact paths. Yeah, you can do that. But yeah, with a computer object, the concept of like the current working directory doesn't exist. So unless we, decide we're going to set one, we just can't. So we could, for example, try to figure out who we are and then make some assumptions about where we would like the current working directory to start off being, like, home, username, or /root. And then we could keep track of changes with like the cd command. But it gets a bit complicated to find reliable ways to figure out who you are. Oh wait, does the computer doesn't have like who am I? Yeah, I know. But I mean, that would be another thing that we emulate, right? If we decide that when we have this computer object, say we were able to reliably determine that we are a particular username, like Bob, right? And then we just decide when we instantiate this wrapper that we are in home Bob. And we could even do like a sanity check to make sure that exists and we can write to it. We then just implement a cd command and keep track of changes, right? You could do it. I know it doesn't exist on a computer object, but I can't be bothered with those checks and those assumptions right now. So we're just gonna supply full paths instead. So that, I think, is good now. Yeah. SCP. So if this first argument is not either -u or -d, I guess we can add this in here. If args.len does not equals 3. We can't actually add it here because it will blow up. Alright, it can blow up. Oh no, it won't, because this check will happen first. Or args 0 just not equal. Wait. No, we can't do that. I really don't want to copy this usage string. You know what? Maybe we do. Screw it. I don't care. Nobody look, alright? Close your eyes. No peeking. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Let's label these paths then. So source is going to be args 1. Is this going to be possible? We're going to need our own computer object, which, I mean, in this case, we are going to be both source and destination devices, but I mean, I guess it's fine. Computer doesn't. No, it's a shell thing. Computer is kind of sucky, you know. I don't even really understand. If it's a text file, you can emulate it. Could maybe just use the computer to install a reverse shell. You can't launch stuff with a computer object. Like, you can't run stuff. Get the contents of the remote file, touch the local file, set the contents of the local file to the contents of the remote file. It won't work on binaries. Yeah, that's kind of annoying, isn't it? In fact, that's kind of really annoying. Is there any, like... Yeah, and I don't think there's anything we can do about that. Or will it? Will it work? Like in theory, it should, but I don't. Yeah, I think it is. It isn't implemented that way now. Hmm. Well, that might just have to be fine. If R0, if we're uploading, we want to get our actual. We'll call this. Local computer, get shared or host. And local file. And then we want to call our own touch thing we made. I guess we want to do some error checking here as well. Local file is null. It's probably like not found, right? Say. Oh, not found. There's probably other errors it could be, but we'll fix this up later, guys, later. We want to return. Okay. Does our touch command return stuff? We didn't do that, did we? We can just return this created, right? And if this is false, it could either be a like a path not found kind of thing, or a permission error. But we can't really differentiate, I don't think. So what do I say for that? I'm just gonna say we couldn't create it. Could not. And we return. Okay, so at this point we should have the local file. We should have made an empty file on the... Wait a minute. Yeah, this is operating on the computer object we've given it. So yeah, it's just like the remote. We could also do the check to see if stuff is binary. I mean, I guess first we'll just doubly, triply check that it won't work on binary files. I don't think it will. We just need to open it and then set content. Now, do we check again? I'm not going to check again. We just touched this, and if we get here, it was made, so we could check again, but this like, yeah, it's not worth it. And then remote file dot set content. Local file get content. Yeah, I think that's okay. Honestly, wait. Don't need to write this out twice. You missed the part where I set up computer. Can you show me that? So in the end, we just stuck it on the commands object. So now, like, we don't really need this wrapper, outer wrapper object at this point, but we might end up needing it. So yeah. I got a little bit overwhelmed with the options and the ways we could do it, and I just decided, you know what? It can just live there. Yeah, I just put the underscore there just because, like, technically we can now call this as a command. Like it doesn't really matter. We could add like a check that says if we ever do try to call that, just don't do it. But it's fine. I think this all just needs to go into a function. You can install a reverse shell with exploit. You can. I mean, yeah, again though, you can't do that with, if all you have is a computer object, I don't think that's an option. Sometimes when you exploit something, all you get back is a computer object. And yeah, in that case, we're just trying to make it a bit more useful to work with. Yeah, we just need to stick all of this in a function that has source and destination computer objects and source destination file paths, right? And then we would just swap them. Just call this remote copy, I think. We don't need to put this on the object. Source comp dest comp source file dest file. That's not the right syntax to declare a function. Oh my god, every single time. Oh, we're going to have to manually indent all of this. Oh, bad. Okay. Don't use this. What did we call this? We called this source comp and I think that's okay. And this goes outside of the loop. Actually, I guess we can just, yeah, we can just, okay, yeah, let's, we'll just pass this in like that. Remote copy. Computer source best? Is it like that? Oh, Jesus. And then we would just swap it with D. Missing a them here. Like that. Something like that. Yeah, unique. If you can figure out a way to just straight up get a reverse shell when you only have a computer object, definitely let me know, but we couldn't. Like, there just doesn't seem to be a way. You can't launch stuff. Yeah, I guess. No, I can't think of a way. Maybe there's one way. The only way would be if, because you can exploit remote services, but you can also, I think, you can, you know, just check the /lib folder. There, you can end up with libraries in there that aren't, you know, running behind services, but they are exploitable. If one of them could give you a shell, that would be one way. Maybe. Yeah. Maybe we'll do that at some point. Because I don't actually have like a scan libraries functionality. We're only doing stuff sitting behind ports. Yeah, this will probably work, like, for most of the times we want it to. I can't quite test it because, well, I mean, I would have to actually connect to something, and I don't really want to right now. So we might just leave this and I'll debug it later, because I just cannot. So what else? Preferably an easy one, because we're already over 2 hours. I do have to disappear soon. Which is sad, because this is super fun. What else? What else can we... Make make directory. PS. We could probably do PS. I think there's like a show box. We won't be able to do it exactly. We can just try printing this. Does it take arguments? Probably don't care about the arguments here. Okay, it actually doesn't, so... What does this do? What does this showbox output look like? It's probably helpful enough as is, but we're going to hit all of the errors we just put in the SCP function now. Watch. Oh no, it just works. There is like a format columns function we might want to use here to make this a bit prettier. Yeah, here we go. That was an easy one. What else? And what else might be useful? Copy, we already have the... Well, assuming it doesn't break. Copy, we already have the functionality for. We would just pass in... I mean, it's a bit dumb, but we would just... We could just use... we would use SCP or just this remote copy file, and we just supply the same computer for source and destination. That would work. That's already written. In fact, why don't we add that? Every time the ice cream truck goes by, it messes with my headphones. It's really weird. Like it has some it kind of auto-adjusts the noise cancellation, and something about the ice cream van makes it go weird. Now I can really hear my own voice. It's bizarre. Yeah, let's add the copy. we need to do a bit of error checking on this one. So if we don't have two arguments, we'll print the usage. What is the usage? What does it say? We'll just steal it. Copy pasting's a bit weird in this. I can't copy that for some reason. You know what? Just use our own words. Yeah, and we can just use that remote copy function we wrote, even though it's not a remote copy. We just pass in the same computer twice. And move actually looks a lot like this, except we would also need to remove a file. Just gonna copy paste this. Change this to MV, and then here we need to open that source file and remove it. Is it file remove? I don't know. Well, there is actually a move we could have used. Well, just called delete. It doesn't have a return value. We could do extra checks in advance to see if we have like the permissions to do it. Maybe I'll do that another time. Just get it usable. This is already in a state where it's going to be useful for completing a bunch of missions. Once we wire it up to something that is, like currently we're just like hard coding this, but we would normally get this computer object from one of our exploits and then we set it here. Like we're just like hard coding in our own computer here to test. Okay, I think that'll do. Time me out. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get going. Sorry that was a bit short, but I got to do some things. I will try to be back on Wednesday. It might even be tomorrow. But for now, thank you for hanging out, and I will see you all around.